All right, first off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, Dawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video through Spirit. Dawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, for giving us his truth as worms. Double honors to our apostle and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessing to the hopeful light. And Lord, will this lesson be edifying, Lord willing, be pleasing unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And it's just a quick lesson off of something that Elder Yahshua mentioned about these ads and what the system is moving towards, man. It's moving towards everything being connected to one thing. It's connected to the cloud. You yourself being connected to the cloud. And how are they going to do that? With this MOTB. You know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you need to figure out what it is. And if you know what it is and don't believe it, that's on you. But if you take that MOTB, you are doomed. You're doomed. There's no pulling that out at the last minute. There's no backing out of it. You're doomed. There's no coming back from that. Yeah, the zombie juice isn't the MOTB, but if you take the MOTB, it's over for you. There's no returning to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's just not. You will be left here to be burned and destroyed at the end of the day. Because it says those that take it will have the same death in the lake of fire, and that's America being destroyed with nuclear ICBM missiles. But I want to get this on the ads because they've been pushing this thing for a long time. They've been pushing this agenda for a long time in their television shows and their TVs, and in their movies. But I'm gonna let this play, and then I'm gonna show a clip. And they show that on a show on Netflix. Forgot the name of the show. It's like The Social Dilemma. That's the name of the show. And they show you, there's a scene in there where they literally have a digital version, an AI version, if you will, of you. That they follow and track all your movements. And they follow you, your patterns. And they're tracking you all through your phone. Everything you do. If you go on List Crawler a lot, Esau know that you go on that shit a lot. Everything you do is tracked. Everything.
And that's why you can think particular things and even say particular things. You don't need a poncho for the cold. You need one of those big ponchos to put over my garment when it gets cold. Literally, when you start going to websites, they'll start advertising ponchos to you.
Yep. And I'm gonna get this clip from this show. It's older. If brothers remember the show Futurama, which on the first episode of Futurama, they showed the MOTB when Fry came back because he was a time traveler from 2000 and he was frozen and came back in the year 3000, and as soon as he popped up, they were trying to give him a chip, the MOTB, because this is what they're moving towards. This is what Esau wants at the end of the day. This is why this show is called Futurama, because it is what they want their future to be. So there's going to be a quick little clip. And later on in the episode, they explain what basically happened, and basically they were advertising in his brain from that chip he took of what they're basically advertising in his head. And this is what they want. Esau wants to have full control over you so he can put whatever in your mind, make you do different things. This is what we are leading to. Complete control. Esau Edom wants complete control of you. I'm going to see if I get chipped. Is it? They gonna fucking flag me for copyright. I'm telling you now. Hey, I'm not even gonna look it up. But y'all brothers can go look it up. If you know the show, you know what I'm talking about. It's a older show. Shit that we shouldn't have been watching as kids, but we still watch. But in that show, they show you the MOTB on the very first episode. On the very first episode, they show you the MOTB, and I believe that show came out in the 2000s. Like the first episode was aired in 2000, if I'm correctly. You could just look it up, but I believe it's like 2000 or like the early 90s. But either way, this is what Esau is moving towards. This is Revelations 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's what it's leading to. If you do not follow this system, you will be killed. They will put you to death. Because they don't want anyone that is not for this system. No matter if you've done things for them, no matter if you helped them out, no matter if you've been at your job for 20 years, if you're not with this system, the MOTB system, you will be excommunicated and even to the point of being killed. And that's just the truth. Because why is it the truth? Because it is written. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, put it there for a reason. If you don't go with this system, this is what John seen, man. He saw them forcing the MOTB, and he seen people that did not agree with it being killed. This is what he's seen. He's seen it happen. In Revelation 20, he's seen it. John wrote down what he saw. He's seen all this shit, man. I'm going to get an example of what happened back then. And brothers always use the example of Maccabees because we're living in the same times, man. We're back here again. But that was a Greek captivity, but now the Greeks and the Romans are exactly the same. That's why eventually it was called the Greco-Roman Empire. But the beast itself is the Roman system coming back up. It's not the Greek, it's the Roman system. Just had to say that because the Greek captivity and Roman captivity are separate. They're not the same. Even though the same people rule, they are separate. They're separate. Just like when you look at the statue, you have Greece and then you have Rome and you have the feet. Those are all separate kingdoms of Esau Edom. And this is 2 Maccabees 6 and verse 5. The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth, which was pork and all types of abominations that they had upon the altar of the Lord and in His temple. They had harlots. So it was madness, man. It was complete chaos, and it was Jake and Esau fucking going crazy. But Esau set it up and started setting up wicked niggas to be over it. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days of ancient feasts, and to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And that's what they don't want. They don't want us to profess that we are the Israelites. They want us to shut up and follow them. They want us to be their slaves. Verse 7, and in the day of the king's birth, every month they brought by bitter constraint to eat the sacrifice, which when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go into procession to Bacchus, carrying ivory. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy, which is the Edomite, against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and partake of their sacrifice. And whosoever would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. So that is going to happen once again. These heathens are still in ruler, man. They're still in rulership. They are going to do this once again. It says, and whosoever would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Should be put to death. What does it say in Revelations? Revelations 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which that Roman system, that the image of the beast should both speak, because we're back in Rome once again. Modern Roman, the modern day Rome, if you will, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast. Yep. And cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's the exact same thing, man. If you're not for this, if you're not for taking their little shot things, if you're not for the MOTB, you will be killed. And if you can't see that this is an MOTB, you're a damn fool, man. And the Heavenly Father has blinded you. Verse 16, and cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the number of the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which is a size stigma. And this is all being pushed out through what? The Asclepius. I'm not gonna say that you know what system that is, man. The two snakes with the pole in the middle. This is all being pushed out through that. And it's not a good thing. It is a bad thing. Here is wisdom. Let him hear his wisdom. So those that have wisdom will hear this, will read this, will understand this, and be like, well, that would have to be what they are with the MOTB. That chip, man, that RFID chip would have to be the MOTB. But it says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. So the people who don't get this, they don't have wisdom. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And I'm going to get the judgment for those that take it. This is Revelations, and I think the elder got the judgment for those who take it also. But I always say go check out his video. Very edifying lesson, goes into it a lot more. This is basically a brief, because I seen it and it sparked something I seen years ago as a kid and as a young adult, a young man. And I remember that. I remember that they advertised in his brain, and it was because of that chip that he had inside of him. And they gave him that on the first day he came back from the past. He came 2,000 years. He came 1,000 years in the future. And as soon as he got back from being cryogenically frozen, they said, look, you got to take this. You got to take this. And they had a little machine. She's a little girl, Lila. You brothers have seen the show. I know brothers have seen the show Futurama. Come on. I ain't the only brother that has seen the show. But this is Revelations 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive the mark in his right hand or in his forehead, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So it says, and received his mark in his forehead, or I'm sorry, I read it wrong. I'll read verse 9 again. The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man, that goes for man, woman, or child, worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, if you take that chip in your goddamn pinky toe, you're through, all right? It doesn't matter where you put it. John seen them putting the chip either in people's head or in their hand. That's what he's seen. So what did he seen what he wrote down? And you already have people today who are walking around throughout amongst the people with these things inside of them. That is 100% fact. That is not bullshit. It's not cap. It's 100% fact that people are walking around right now with chips inside of them, and they will be destroyed for that. Some dude I work with, he said the military chipped them. So, but and received his mark in his head, forehead, or his hand. So that is the judgment for siding with Esau, Edom. The same shall know it by death, by pain. You do not want to side with this man. That is not the correct decision. Side with Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And a lot of Jakes are going to side with him because of fear, because of their family. How am I going to feed my family? How am I going to take care of my wife? Don't worry about that. Trust in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and he will guide you. And if you say, well, I got to worry about it, then you don't have faith. So it has to be faith that gets us through the times that are coming upon the earth. This is Isaiah 51 and verse 11. Therefore rejoice, O Salakia. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and an everlasting joy shall be upon their head. And those are upon the ones that wait upon the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Even I am he that comforts you. Who art thou that shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the son of man which shall be as grass? So don't fear Esau, Edom. He's but a man. He bleeds the same color as all of us. He's but a man. But the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, is spirit and might. So trust in him. So with that, all praise be to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rekakodash. With that, shalom, Lord willing, this video doesn't get copyrighted. And you YouTube people, I don't own none of them videos. I don't own any of them clips. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't give me no copyright strike. I don't own them clips. They whoever posted them. Hey, but if it get a copyright strike, I'm put a picture up, and then it's gonna be A-okay. So, but with that, all praise be Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and with that, shalom.